everybody. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. My name's Matthew, and I make ASMR videos. And today's video, I do not have anything of any real significance to say today. I wanted to make a video. Don't know what we're going to talk about in this video, but we're just going to roll with it. I've just watched the latest episode of the Girls Next Level podcast. Now, if you don't know what the Girls Next Level podcast is, it follows, it's a rewatch podcast of the Girls Next Door, which followed the lives of Holly, Bridget and Kendra, who were Hugh Hefner's girlfriends in the early 2000s. It was a hit show on E, and I absolutely loved it. Growing up, broke my heart a little bit when Holly and Hef split up, but I read Holly's book. She wrote a book, I think it was 2015, I might be wrong, called Down the Rabbit Hole. And if you've not read it, I highly recommend it. It gives all the juicy details of their relationship. And yeah, I absolutely love Holly Madison. I think she's amazing. I love Bridget Markle as well. But yeah, I'm loving their rewatch podcast. There was 6 seasons of Girls Next Door, but only Holly, Bridget and Kendra were only in seasons 1 to 5. They kind of all went their separate ways, and there was 3 new girlfriends in season 6, and season 6 was the worst season, and it was cancelled pretty much as soon as it started airing. I think the writing was on the walls that it wasn't as good without Holly, Bridget and Kendra. And yeah, so they're currently on season 4 of their rewatch podcast, and yeah, they were talking about plastic surgery, because this episode they were looking at was where Kendra's mum was getting some like cosmetic surgery done, like a facelift, a boob job, and yeah, they were talking about that, and like talking about cosmetic surgery and stuff. Like I'm hiring whether or not to get Botox. I like my face. I don't really like, you can't really see it, but I don't really like the texture of my forehead. But I've been doing my skincare. I'm about to run out of some stuff. I need to do a skincare order, but I need payday to come, because yeah, I don't be having the money to spend on skincare right now. I've also got like a boohoo order of like some shorts, because I've got like £100 worth of shorts and a couple of other bits in a boohoo basket that I'm umming and ahhing, which again I need to wait for payday because I don't have the money to buy shorts. But the other day, it's really hot in the UK at the moment, if you didn't know, if you're not from the UK, and I tried a pair of shorts on out of my drawer. I literally could not get them over my arse. Now I don't think my arse was that big, but clearly it was, because I used to be a 28 waist, and I think I'm a little bit optimistic that I'm still a 28. So sorry. Yeah. So basically, I'm not a 28 anymore, so I need to get a 30 at least. So need to get new shorts because I've got a holiday in September and I need to be wearing shorts. But yeah, I've also started by running again. I've restarted the Couch to 5K to try and get back into a routine. So, and I've been doing this like YouTube workout to do like ab exercises. Like, let's say, I'm not going to show you. I was going to show you my abs that I don't have, but like, oh god. So I've been starting to get back into a routine of doing my exercises, and to be fair, it's I've been feeling really good for doing it. I feel a lot better for exercising mentally, I think. So yeah, been doing that. I'm now on week 2. I did the first run of week 2 today. Tomorrow I'm actually going swimming with my friend. I'm meant to go running once a week with 2 of my friends. We've done like this little running group thing. But one of my friends has injured their ankle, which is really annoying, but they need to rest it. And basically my friend yesterday was like, so they wanted to go swimming instead of running, just because of the heat. And they were like, oh, meet me at 6 at the leisure centre and we can go swimming instead. So I was like, yeah, I'm down for a swim. I've not been swimming in ages, I've not been to that leisure centre in like years anyway, so I'm quite excited to get back in the pool. I do like a swim, although I hate a cold pool. The pool on holiday was really cold last year, and we're going to the same place again this year, so that's either going to be really fun or not. Also, going back to the Botox thing, does people do Botox? Should I do Botox? Yes, no, yes, no. I know my boyfriend would not appreciate Botox, I don't think, on me, but it's my face, I do the fuck I want. Is it preventative? Is it a waste of money? Do you have Botox? Should I get Botox? Yes, no. If you're listening to this video, I really doubt it. But, yes. Now, shall we talk about something a bit controversial? Let's talk about Meghan Markle. I personally do not trust this woman as far as I could throw her. But I have been keeping a very close eye on the story, and on Friday she did a restock or relaunch on As Ever. Now, people are saying that everything sold out in minutes, where actually it took hours before a full sellout, and she posted this video on her Instagram basically trying to flog her flower sprinkles. And yeah, the video of her, I just don't believe a word she says. I did watch, basically I watched half of the Aspire podcast with Emma Grede and Meghan Markle, and I quite like Emma Grede. I actually think she's quite cool. I love everything she's done with Skims and Good American, and I was expecting a really impressive interview. And sorry, the screen gives me a lot of extra line. But basically, she's always quite like to the point, and I always kind of felt like she would cut through the BS. So I was really interested into like watching this podcast. I was on the train, I was actually visiting a supplier, I think, yeah. And I thought, you know what, I've got time. I'm going to give you the was so disappointed in the podcast because it was like she was just believing all the lies that Meghan was saying. Like, I don't know. I mean, this is just my opinion, but it's just she used the word authentic about herself, and this may be only my opinion, but nothing seemed authentic at all in the slightest. And I could only watch like half of it because I wasn't trusting a word that was coming out of her mouth. I thought Emma asked some very good questions, and there was times where Meghan wasn't answering the question, I don't think. So then, in my opinion, like Meghan was then just asking the question in a different way, which I thought, you know, it was a great interview. I think it had the potential to be an amazing interview, but it just wasn't. I couldn't listen to it all. But then I don't know if you followed the Royal News Network. Brittany did a commentary through the whole thing, so I've kind of watched the whole thing, but I just thought her commentary was incredible and to the point. So yeah, those are a few things that I've been watching. What do you think of Meghan Markle? Do you love her? Do you hate her? Do you not care? I don't think many people in the UK really care. I don't think many people actually across the world really care. I do think that people are starting to see through her. I'd like to think, although she gets on these like interviews and podcasts, and I'm like, how has no one like seen this? Why is no one actually really outly saying, what the fuck are you playing at? Hang on. Oh my god, there was like a full-on domestic going outside. Okay, I don't know if you can hear it now. The joys of summer, where you've got to have the windows open, and literally there's people like coming and going, and yeah, you hear all sorts sometimes. It's not normally bad, but you get the odd shouter. Someone who does not use their inside voice outside. Actually, that makes no sense. But you know what I mean. There's no need to shout. ASMR. It's very quiet. I should have a little sign saying like ASMR recording. Shh, like quiet, you know. We like quiet. I don't feel like I'm making relaxing hand sounds. What else can I talk to you about? It's my partner's birthday this weekend, so we're basically got a long weekend of activities planned. So yeah, it's going to be busy, hence why I can't be spending money on shorts or skincare, because the rest of my salary is being spent on celebrating. So luckily I've booked most of it, so it's literally just like food and drinks and stuff like whilst we're out. There's also a bottomless brunch thing over the weekend, and I've got to sit and watch the Formula One movie as well at some point this weekend because they're a Formula One fan, which isn't actually a bad thing. I've kind of got into the Formula One because of him. I'm a big fan of Lando Norris, which is kind of a bit of a running joke now, like between us. So, yeah, I have no idea what the Formula One film's about. I know it's got Brad Pitt in it. I think it's Brad Pitt trying to be a race car driver. And basically, there's like recent footage of races and then like CGI'd him in certain places. I don't know. Anyway, so that's my weekend, which I'm looking forward to. But I feel like it's one of those things where I'm going to need a weekend for the weekend. But then work is going to be crazy. Work has started to get crazy, like end of this week. End of this week into like next week. Absolutely mad. And then what? Do you know my apprenticeship sort of wraps up in September? Then in October, go forward, I've got to then come up with like my endpoint project and stuff, what I'm wanting to do, submit that to get approval. Basically, if they think there's enough there for me to get like top grades. So if they say yes, then we'll base the project off that like question or whatever. Yeah, so I have to do a 4,000 word essay. I then need to do I think it was a 20-minute presentation with a Q&A. Then was it a 70-minute professional discussion about marketing? Was it 70? I can't remember. I wrote down. But it all wraps up by next April, so I'm hoping within the next year I will have found a proper marketing job, which is good. I'm excited. I really want to do marketing. I actually I've started doing some TikToks for our company channel, which I'm loving. I'm definitely finding that social media is more my thing. I'm pretty good at it. I like being creative. I like editing the TikToks. I like editing in general. I like creating different things. So yeah, social media is definitely the avenue I will go down. I think whether or not I've got to take what it takes to be a social media manager right from the get-go, I don't know. Probably might have to go lower end, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is to get to where I want to be. So if it's the right opportunity, then we'll see. But obviously I don't want to take too much of a pay cut because I'm looking to buy a house next year, so I'm not really in a position to be earning less money. I need to be making more money, which I think we all do regardless of our situation. I think we all want to make more money, so I get it. I'm not special. I'm just in the same boat as everyone else, so yeah, that is something that is going on. I feel like I'm in such a weird place with ASMR at the moment. I think I go through daily phases where I'm like all in and then I'm not in it, and I'm just like, I'm really not putting any pressure on it. And I know that's annoying for you guys that want regular content from me, and I'm trying my best to be regular, but I'm also wanting to feel inspired, and I think this is why I wanted to do a Whisper Ramble video, because it's something a little bit different, and I personally love Whisper Rambles. As you know, I'm not really like a soft speaking person. I don't like soft speaking in videos in general. If I'm honest, I don't think there's probably Mary from Southern Sounds ASMR, I think her channel name is. I don't really pay attention to the channel names, I just kind of watch the same people all over again. Her soft speaking is probably the only one I listen to, really. But hers is alright, but yeah, there's not many people that their soft speaking really gives me the tingles. And actually, to be fair, ASMR's not been really doing it for me recently, and I think this is probably another reason why I've struggled to make ASMR content, because it's not been doing the trick for me. So I've kind of like, because it's not doing the trick for me, why is what I'm doing having any effect on any of you guys, which I know is not true, but I think that's been my mindset, because my heart, well, not my heart, but because I've not been getting the tingles or the benefits from ASMR, I've just not had the heart to make the content, which is sad, because I've enjoyed making regular content, and I've really enjoyed the content we've been doing. It's been weird. I can't really explain it. I think it comes in waves with people, doesn't it? I'm such a perfectionist, and I've been a little bit disappointed in the video's performance, where I've kind of come back and when people post on YouTube, I don't think anyone posts on YouTube to not have their videos watched. And I've built up a little following, and yeah, the views haven't really come. In fact, it's got worse, and it made me a little bit disheartened, and I've gone back and forth of like, do I give up? Do I just leave the channel as it is? So I had a YouTube video playing. It was a Michael Kors ad. I've been targeted with a lot of Michael Kors ads. I do not have Michael Kors money, but there's some cool stuff on there. So if I did have Michael Kors money, then yeah, definitely I'd have a little spendy spend. I'm on the lookout for some cool sunglasses as well. I love sunglasses. I have too many sunglasses, but I don't care. I love really interesting sunglasses, and there's been a brand by Sam Thompson called Denelli that has some cool sunglasses that I've got my eye on as well. I might not buy any, I might not ever have any bloody money, but I can live in dream. And what was it? Yeah, there was times where I've thought about like giving up. Maybe I have given up. I don't know. I don't know at this point. I'm just going with the flow. See what feels right at this moment in time it feels right to record a whisper ramble, so that is what we're gonna do. Anyway, I think I've bored you all enough. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below if you have any other ASMR videos that you'd like me to see. Do you want more true crime? Is there anything else? What other triggers do you want me to do? And maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. Take the risk. Take the risk. And I hope you sleep well. And I shall see you very soon. I hope.